We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and you are tuned in to the Dirty 630 show. I am Griffin Murphy. Alongside me to my left, right, whatever you want to call it, is Nick Menken, and we are DocSports.com. What a day yesterday, bounce back day. I hope everybody refilled their accounts up. I ended up smacking that 5% bow and arrow shot with the Royals, and then we cashed our two-team parlay with the Cubs and Pirates. So, ladies and gentlemen, back up 4%. Ready to roll. It is Tuesday, cashed Monday. Great start to the week. Got another huge day on tap for you guys. But just so you know, this is the Dirty 630 show. It's posted Monday through Friday. We try to get this show up at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we're live every single day through the week. So tune in. And before we get any deeper, Nick, how was your day on the premiums yesterday over at Doc Sports, and what do you got going on today?
Yeah, it feels real good to be back. We hit a two-team parlay yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. A lot better than we did last week. We're on the right foot, and we smacked our whale bet. Let's continue that streak. But over at the website, we have a massive day. I have a 3-pack in the NHL, 11 units total. That includes a 6-unit best bet going off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also have a 2-pack on the diamond. Need a bounce back day after the Padres let us down, had them on the run line there, and they won by 1 run. 4-3 against the Athletics. So we're locked and loaded on all sports as well. The NBA, I also have a 4-unit selection going off tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're locked and loaded here, Griff, for Tuesday. What do you got going on at the website for yourself?
Yeah, bro. Yesterday, big day for me. Baseball, not so much. I went 2-2. I did make 2 units on the day, but NHL swept the boards, went 3-0. Today, I have a 7-unit best bet. That play goes off at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So tap in by all means. When it comes to the MLB Diamond, I have a 6-unit best bet, part of a 2-play card. And inside of that card, I also have a 3-unit alternative run line play. Insane risk to reward, so you guys can capitalize on that. NBA, I have a full slate. I have 4 selections, totals and sides. So jump on board by all means. And then tomorrow, just so you guys know, soccer, 7-unit best bet. That play goes off at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I have not released a soccer top play in over 3 weeks. Just been scouting. Finally found my match. Looking to execute that play. Already punched in the ticket. So we're locked and loaded over here, Nick. But just for all new members, if you guys are a new member to Doc Sports, head on over to docsports.com/free60. Go grab yourself a free $60 account. You could use that free $60 on Nick's premium selections or my premium selections for absolutely free over at the website at docsports.com. So as Nick mentioned, he's got a 6-unit best bet tonight. I have a 7-unit best bet. You can get both of those plays for free by grabbing that $60. Both of these top plays go off for $30 a pop. So ladies and gentlemen, with all of that being said, Nick, hit him with the rules before we get crazy, brother.
The secret sauce, you know what it is. We're sticking with that Asian zing. We got
Asian
4
zing today,
parlays in this system, ladies and gentlemen. 2 2-teamers, 1 3-teamer, and 1 4-teamer. Griffin and I will go off increments of $100. You better be sticking to that risk. We're up on Monday, looking to be up on Tuesday, and boy, did that whale bet come in clutch with the Kansas City Royals. Griff, talk to me about that whale bet.
Whale bet, though. Well, Nick just said it. Them Royals, baby. They had our backbone last night, our bread and butter. So this is our 5% shot. So as Nick just mentioned, we have 4 parlays. All 4 of those parlays, you will be risking 1%. Then our single individual shot is a 5% play. And inside of that, say you are to lose all 4 of your parlays, but you hit that 5% whale shot, automatic 1% in profit. And as of yesterday, pure example, we had our backbone, ended up cracking that play on top of a 2-team parlay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that left us with 4% profit on the day. So with this system, all we have to do is hit 50% of these whale shots. The rest is all cash. But with all that being said, Nick, what time is it, brother?
Parlay
it is
time.
parlay time, baby, and let's get jacked up and roll right into it. So we're on the hardwood in this one. And I'll tell you what, this NBA hardwood right now, this is either where you absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. For me personally, I absolutely love these circumstances. This is where it gets really tough, and this is where your public bettor gets absolutely annihilated, and the sharps absolutely drill them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're sharp. Sharp as all hell, sharp as a knife, and we're coming in ready to go right now on this sharp play. Actually, this is a really simple, simplistic breakdown I'm about to throw at you guys right now, and let's talk about this terrible game. We've got the New Orleans Pelicans rolling into Brooklyn to play the Nets. Nets laying 3.5 points, total sitting at 213.5. We're going to see a lot of bench players here in tonight's matchup and a lot of young talent. All stars are going to all be out. So this is a meaningless game. It's simple. New Orleans, they've dropped 3 consecutive matchups. Brooklyn, they've got home court advantage. Lay the wood with the Nets in this matchup at -3.5 with home court advantage over a brutal New Orleans Pelicans team. Nick, hit him with game 2.
Game 2, going to the Diamond. We got the Cincinnati Reds and the San Francisco Giants. Giants slight favorite as their money line sitting at a -135. The total is sitting at 7.5. This game yesterday, let me tell you something. The Cincinnati Reds, they won the opening game of this series 2-0, and the Reds did not score until the top of the 8th inning. The Giants' first loss at home this season. The run, like I said, they didn't come until the 8th inning. The question for the Cincinnati Reds team, it has been their offensive production to start games. I think the San Francisco Giants back at home, they get their bats out hot because they only had 4 hits in yesterday's matchup. I like the Giants here in the first 5 innings, money line over the Cincinnati Reds. So for our 2-team parlay, we are taking the Brooklyn Nets -3.5, and we are taking the San Francisco Giants first 5 innings at odds of +250. Let's head on over to our second 2-team parlay. Going on the ice, we got the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche here. The Avalanche slight favorites, -130 on the money line. The total sitting at 5.5. Vegas is coming in this game on a 2-game winning streak here, just beating the Vancouver Canucks on the road 3-2, while the Avs lost their last game against a hot St. Louis Blues team who snapped actually their 12-game winning streak last night against the Winnipeg Jets there. But this Colorado team plays their best hockey here at home, while Vegas, they've been picking up wins on the road, especially their last game, but they've still been inconsistent this year on the road. I love this Colorado Avalanche team to bounce back here at home and to snap this Vegas Golden Knights winning streak. So take the Colorado Avalanche on the money line here against the Vegas Golden Knights for game 1. Griff, hit him with game number 2.
That Avalanche game, odds of -130 on the money line, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to the Diamond. We've got the Los Angeles Angels rolling into Tampa Bay to play the Rays. Rays -165 on the money line, total sitting at 8.5. Kyle Hendricks is getting the start here. This guy is done. Let me tell you guys right now, this guy's done. He's been done, and he shouldn't even be pitching anymore. He's no longer in a Cubs uniform.
Don't talk about my boy.
I'm going to rip apart this Jag off because he sucks. He's no longer in the Cubs uniform right now. Now he's coming in off a season where he went 4-12 with a 5.92 ERA. Tampa Bay's pitching has been sensational all season long. And again, I believe Baez has the start tonight with a 0.0 ERA, 10 strikeouts, and 0 walks. Correct me if I'm saying his name wrong. I see this guy all the time, can never say his name right because of Javi Baez. It always comes off wrong. Whatever. Point being made. Take the Tampa Bay Rays here on the money line, odds of -165. So, ladies and gentlemen, for our 2-team parlay, we'll be taking the Colorado Avalanche on the money line, and we'll be taking the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line, odds of +185. And now, before we get into our 3-team parlay, I have to get into the volatility of this system for those of you that are new to the Dirty 630 show. So, those that already know, we've made 35%. We've gone down into drawdown. This system is extremely volatile. It is a way where you can make a ton of money extremely fast, but you can also get killed really fast. So for your typical standard $100 better per unit per percent per se, you want to drop that percentage all the way down to say $5 per 1%. That is how volatile this system can get. It could get absolutely insane. When me and Nick started using this system, we were using $5. Then we jumped up to $25, got up to $100. Then it started getting crazy, and we're gonna leave it from there. But let's just say if you Google our names on the internet, and you guys can see how much money we actually made using this system in just 4 months of time, living in Costa Rica during that time. But ladies and gentlemen, stick to the numbers. If your 1% is $5, stick to that. If your 5% is $25, stick to that. Since day one, those numbers should never change, and they should not change today. They shouldn't change because we're up 4%, nor should they change if we're down. Stick to the system, stick to the script. Now let's get back into parlay action, baby. 3-team parlay, game number 1. We're on the Diamond. We've got the Minnesota Twins rolling into Kansas City to play the Royals. Royals -120 on the money line, total sitting at 7.5. We got a pitching war on our hands. We got Pablo Lopez versus Cole Reagans. Both of these guys are absolute dominant forces on the mound, absolute gunslingers. Kansas City, though, they've got home field advantage. They're coming off a win yesterday, and they're faster on the bases. And on top of that, they've got home run power in that lineup, especially with Bobby Witt Jr. as that leadoff hitter. This guy is sensational. He get on first base with a base knock. Guess what? He's stealing second and third. He's getting knocked in on a sacrifice fly. Give me the Royals here. First 5 innings,
Boom.
-135 for game number 1. Nick, hit him with game 2.
Game number 2, going to the hardwood floor. We got the Chicago Bulls, my Chicago Bulls here, and the Cleveland
Here we
Cavaliers.
go.
Cavaliers laying a heavy number here, -12.5. The total sitting at 240.5. The Bulls, they're on a 3-game winning streak, baby. They're pushing for this playoff spot. Now they will face a 33-6 Cavaliers team at home, coming off a loss against the Sacramento Kings. The Cavs haven't been covering here as of late. Mitchell will be out in this game against the Chicago Bulls. The offense, though, for this Bulls team has not let up here. The Bulls are averaging 117 points per game. Not saying the Bulls are going to win this game outright, even though I'll sprinkle a little pizza money on it tonight. But we're taking the Bulls with the points, +12.5 over the Cleveland Cavaliers here. Let's go to our third.
Really quick before I cut you guys off real quick, Nick. Me and Nick are never on the same side when it comes to the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to let you guys know that right now. This is one of those first few times that we are. So now I actually love this play. Nick, go ahead, hit number 3.
Our third and final game going to the ice. We got another Chicago team, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Blackhawks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins laying a heavy number here, -210 on the money line. The total sitting at 6.5. These teams just played each other on Sunday in Chicago. The Blackhawks got the best of the Penguins, 3-1 in that game. And the Pittsburgh Penguins, well, they're headed back where they play their best hockey, 19-14 on the season. The Blackhawks on the road, they only have 7 wins all season. I expect a huge bounce back game for the Pittsburgh Penguins here. I like the Penguins on the puck line over the Chicago Blackhawks. So for a 3-team parlay, we are taking the Kansas City Royals first 5 innings. We are taking the Chicago Bulls plus the 12.5 points, and we are taking the Penguins on the puck line -1.5 for odds of +610, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's go to our Hail Mary, our granddaddy.
Hail Mary, full of grace, baby. Let's get it going.
This one, baby. Going to the diamond, we got the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners slight favorite, -120 here on the money line. The total sitting at 6.5. The Mariners won the first game of this series 4-3, while both teams have their guys on the mound. Framber Valdez will make his start for the Astros. He's 1-1 on the season, 12 innings of work, and he already has 13 strikeouts, while the Mariners, they'll have their guy, Luis Castillo, on the mound. He's 1-1 as well. 12 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts here. But I think these Mariners bats, they start struggling here against Framber Valdez. I like the Houston Astros against the Seattle Mariners, a Mariners team who struggles on the offensive side to score and to produce runs here. I love the Houston Astros. Take them on the money line over the Seattle Mariners in game number 1. Griff, hit him with game 2.
Game number 2, we're on the ice, and damn, this should have been one of my premium selections, as well as this should have been our 5% bow and arrow shot, so we can mix and match with this one. The problem is our picks are released at a specific time, and I'm going to tell you guys right now about why I wanted this play as a premium selection. Toronto Maple Leafs rolling in to Florida to play the Panthers. Panthers -145 now on the money line. Total sitting at 5.5. This line this morning jumped from 120 to 145 from 7 a.m. till now. Florida, they're a dominant 24-11-2 at home. They've lost 5 games in a row, and they have to punch in a win here. Toronto, they've won 4 straight. So Toronto winning 4 consecutive games, Florida winning 5 consecutive games. Why is the line jumping heavier in Toronto's favor? Well, that's just a pure driven public. They are trying to get you to bite all over the Maple Leafs in this matchup at plus value. Reverse flip. We're flipping the script on them. Give me the Panthers here on the money line, -145. Nick, hit him with game number 3.
Game 3, staying on the ice, we got the New York Islanders slight favorite, -125 on the money line against the Nashville Predators here. The total sitting at 5.5. This Nashville Predators team, ladies and gentlemen, on a 6-game losing streak, absolutely atrocious. While the Islanders, they're on a 2-game winning streak. Their last game was against the Washington Capitals. There, shout out to Ovechkin, scoring the most goals in the NHL of all time, passing Wayne Gretzky there. But they scored 4 goals in that game, the New York Islanders, and got the win there. This Nashville team is a falling knife. They are at home. They play a little bit better at home than they do on the road, but we are not catching this falling knife. Don't overthink it, ladies and gentlemen. Take the New York Islanders money line over the Nashville Predators in this matchup. Griff, hit him with game 4.
Game number 4, slice and dice, baby. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers -175 on the money line, rolling into Washington to play the Nats. Total sitting at 8.5. The Dodgers, they let us down heavily last night, man. My God, that doesn't change anything. When you have a team that is this talented, you could always go back to the remorse situation of tonight is a bounce back game, because it is one for the Dodgers. Washington, they're playing good baseball right now, but I believe the Dodgers offense is going to pound Brad Lord after dealing with Mackenzie Gore last night. Mackenzie Gore is a sensational pitcher, and I talked about it yesterday. This guy is no joke. So when you deal, this is like a strength of talent type of situation. When you go from Mackenzie Gore to Brad Lord, you're talking about the Boston Celtics to the Pelicans in basketball. I mean, that's a differential we're talking about here. Give me the Dodgers here on the money line. Minus 175 is our 14 parlay. So our 14 parlay, take the Astros on the money line. Take the Florida Panthers on the money line. Take the New York Islanders on the money line, and take the Dodgers on the money line. Odds of plus 830, ladies and gentlemen. And always, before we get that bow and arrow, Nick's already stretching back in his backpack, getting that bastard ready to roll. My knife's already sharp. My bow's sharp. But let's calm down for 1 second, Nick, just to let the people know. Everybody, we continuously appreciate all of the feedback, good and bad. Obviously, Nick and myself are not in the studio right now. Have to buy a new PC, going to get that done this week, and then get everything set back up. So we are not next to each other right now. We do tremendously appreciate you guys continuously sticking with us, commenting, letting us know whether you like us being next to each other in person or on camera, all of that stuff. For you, those of you that are new, please comment, please let us know. And if you guys like this video and you want to get more of it, well, smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. We have this show posted Monday through Friday by 1 o'clock Eastern time every single day of the week. So, ladies and gentlemen, ring that bell, subscribe, do all that BS. We don't care if you guys don't do any of it. I hate saying it. I said it yesterday and I hate saying it again.
Smash the like button and subscribe.
It sucks, but we have to say it because we have to grow as a channel. And Nick and myself, it only helps us. Obviously, you guys see there's 12 other handicappers on our firm, and it's not like we're in a war with anybody by any means. But the feedback, all of that stuff, all that does is help us out tremendously. We're the two young guns on the team, and we're trying to make names for ourselves. So we appreciate you guys continuously following up with us, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. But with that being said, time to get the bow out. Time to get the arrow out, baby. We're on the diamond. Nick, sharpen that bastard up. Let's roll right now. We got the Philadelphia Phillies rolling into Atlanta to play the Braves. Braves minus 115 on the money line. Total sitting at 6.5. We got another pitching war. Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler go head-to-head here tonight. Both of these two pitchers are absolutely sensational. Easily, arguably, the two top pitchers in baseball. Here's the issue. Atlanta, they are 1-8 to start the season, and they're averaging 2.7 runs a game. Now they got to deal with Zach Wheeler, who absolutely shoves. There's no way I'm backing Atlanta here. This team's got to start scoring runs. Give me the Phillies here. Pull the bow out, shooting the arrow, 5% whale shot in my house. Quiet as all hell. I don't give a damn. Minus 105 on the Phillies. Boom. Nick hit him.
Yeah, Griff said it the best. I mean, 1-8 here for the Atlanta Braves. There's nothing to overthink here. Why are they minus 115? What's going on? Their run production hasn't been good. You got Zach Wheeler, one of the best pitchers for the Phillies, back out on the mound. I trust this Philadelphia Phillies lineup a lot more than I'm trusting this Atlanta Braves team. Until they prove me otherwise, we are sticking with the Phillies here to keep on keeping it on. Give me the Phillies money line over the Atlanta Braves for our 5% win, baby. Boom. Let's go.
All right, baby. Recap time. Let's get these parlays going. Parlay number 1. Take the Nets. Lay the 3.5 points. Some books are offering them at -3, just so you guys know. Take that. We will not count that. Our play is going to be the Nets minus 3.5. We stick to the numbers. Nets minus 3.5. Take the Giants first 5 innings. Odds of plus 250. Parlay number 2. Take the Colorado Avalanche on the money line. Take the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. Odds of plus 185. Parlay number 3. Our 3-legger. Take the Royals first 5 innings. Take the Bulls plus 12.5. Take the Penguins on the puck line, odds of plus 610, and our 4-legger. Take the Astros on the money line. Take the Panthers on the money line. Take the Islanders on the money line, and take the Dodgers on the money line. Odds of plus 830. And then our bow, our arrow. Nick's already sharpening that bastard up, and let's get it springboarded, baby. Get the bow out. Get the arrow. Give us the Phillies money line, minus 105 over the Atlanta Braves. Boom! Let's roll, baby. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys continuously tuning into the Dirty 630 show. We are Doc Sports. I am Griffin Murphy. Alongside me is Nick Menken. We will be back in action. We're up 4% today. We're coming back for another blast-off day today. Rolling into tomorrow, the boys are going to be jacked up and hot. So we appreciate you guys continuously tuning in. We will be back, as always. Thank you for tuning into the Dirty 630 show, and we will see you guys tomorrow.